All right, everybody, pardon my dust. This is a construction zone, but I want to give you guys a quick, proper video update. For those who've been watching, I've been doing a lot of my build updates via lives, which I like, on Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific time, but I'll just do a regular, real short video here so you guys can take a look. So, what we're looking at here is the kitchen area, and it's getting tidied up pretty good here. So what I've done since the last video is I got that all sheathed in up there, which will be that storage. Got the kitchen area sheathed in. I even got some of the trim in place, and the bottom was all set up. What you guys can see right there is what will be the doors, which will go, I don't have them attached, of course, which will go in front of that drawer right there. And this little storage cubby here. Now keep in mind the water tank sits back there, so I have limited space. So this is just a little, I have a little stop on it, but this is just a little storage cubby that will tip forward. And this door will be attached to it, and I'll have some latches, of course, to keep it shut, which I'll put in later. And this is the drawer. All right, and again, Dave, why didn't you make a great big drawer that went all to the sides? Well, it all comes down to underneath this stinking stove is a lot of the mechanicals for the plumbing. Let's take a little quick peek back here. Give you guys a little insight into what we had to work with. So, you know, we've got the drain pipe down there. You can see the drawer slides up right behind it. But this will function as storage back here. I can pull, maybe not the most convenient storage, but I could slide that seat forward if I wanted to and access a few things. I put a little shelf right there. But because of the drain pipe and the various water and plumbing parts back there, I had some limitations. But still, I think it's a pretty tall drawer. A little slide in here. I'll put like a little separate storage cubby, I guess you could say, that could sit on top of there. And I'm still finishing up. There's no finish on this wood, and I got to fill in some nail holes and put a little bit more trim, but we're coming along. Talked about it in the live on Sunday, but just kind of like I've done in a couple campers, I've got some walnut trim pieces, which will kind of break up the light cedar look there, but I think it's looking pretty good. This was a little odd workaround we had to do because we got to have the vent, which is certainly important for the stove, especially with the tight quarters there. And I've showed this a time or two, but I put this little stove portion here that opens up just to add a little protection to that wall. So I'll just leave that up. Okay, now this was not talked about in the live last week, and the shower is coming along pretty well. So let me show you what we got going on here. So it is not done. Let's start off with the bottom here. Get that up here. Hate seeing wires just hang like that. Oh, let me note that. So on this little side piece, and as you guys can see, it angles in at 45 degrees. I've got a little USB thing here. It's all wired in. This switch is for the pump, and I didn't put it down yet because I was doing some other work, but this is the control module for the water heater. All right, so to the bathroom. So below here in this little cavity, I'm going to make a elongated door that kind of is of the same style of this, and I'll attach with a magnet. And that will be in place so that you can be removed if I need to service anything, because I got some wires, plumbing, drain pipes, and a propane line underneath there. Now there will be some trim and stuff in here, but I just want to give you guys a sneak peek so you have some sense of where I'm coming from. So I bought a pre-fabricated pan. If I recall, I think that pan is 24 by 27 inches, but don't quote me on that. And I was talking about before where that square is roughly where the toilet will sit. And of course you can see there's a water line they'll plug into it. And when I did some tests in the garage, pretending as though I was sitting on the toilet, this wall was right up against my knee if I did it right to that end of the 27. So I kind of added a little bit more depth and length in there to make it a little bit more accommodating. If you guys remember, though, this bathroom, this Class B originally had a bathroom. However, the previous owners had ripped it out, so I kind of had to go through and reconstruct with how I think it was in there, and I think I did a pretty good job. So as you guys can see, these panels extend out from the wall just a little bit. There will be some nice hardwood trim that goes around this, and there will be a pretty sizable door that will slide out. The interior of this is, I've got to do quite a bit of Bondo and sanding, and I will apply a bunch of coats of Durabac. I've got that white Durabac. Same stuff I used on the exterior of Camper 5.0 and 7.0. Holds up pretty good to moisture, and coupled with the fact that, let's be honest, the shower will probably not even be used very much. I doubt people are using showers like this every day in these campers, but it is nice to have. And of course, it will be a nice bathroom because you'll have a toilet in there too. But I think you guys can kind of see the general layout. Is it small? Yes, it is small. But then again, we are in a van, so everything's a compromise. I think it's actually pretty incredible to have a toilet and shower in there at all. But tune in for the live on Sunday, or at least check out the live after I view it. And in the first few minutes of all of those lives, I cover the various updates that I have and give opportunities for you guys to, of course, ask questions. But by Sunday, I hope to have quite a bit more on this bathroom done. And thanks, guys, for checking it out.